Now, Britain and China have been exchanging barbs for several months over Beijing's crackdown on dissent in Hong Kong, concerns over the security of the Huawei technology and the treatment of the Uyghur minority Muslims in China's remote Xinjiang region, and tensions have risen sharply over the course of this week. The British media regulators have announced that they'll be revoking the broadcasting license for China Global Television Network, and within minutes, China hit back at the British government with accusations of blatant double standards and political oppression.
In view of the United Kingdom Office of Communications ideological bias, CGTN broadcasts in the United Kingdom are being suppressed on political grounds. The politicization of technical issues are seriously damaging the reputation of Chinese media and has seriously disturbed ordinary cultural exchanges between our two countries. China is firmly opposed to this. China urges the United Kingdom to immediately cease these political gimmicks and correct their mistakes. China maintains the right to issue a necessary response in order to safeguard the legitimate rights of Chinese media.
The Chinese state-owned broadcaster had its license revoked after an investigation conducted by the British media watchdog Ofcom. The investigation concluded that the license is wrongfully held by Star China Media Limited, which did not have the editorial responsibility for the channel's output, and therefore it does not meet with the legal requirements of having control over the licensed service. Furthermore, the English regulators have also rejected a proposal by the CGTN, which has sought to transfer the license to a new entity, an entity which would ultimately be controlled by the Chinese Communist Party, and therefore the request was disqualified under the British law. The Chinese government has also ramped up criticism of the BBC. The Chinese Foreign Ministry claims that it had lodged a stern representation to the British broadcaster for what it described as fake news in its coverage of the coronavirus pandemic.
China urges the BBC to take measures to eliminate the bad influence of the reports and apologize to China for the false news concerning China. At the same time, China reserves the right to take further measures.
Now, the British broadcaster BBC has been airing a hard-hitting documentary on China covering up the origins of the pandemic in Wuhan since late 2019. The Chinese officials and state media have gone to new lengths to criticize foreign media reporting on China. The Chinese internet users have also stepped up their attacks on the BBC. One video that was uploaded on the social media site Weibo mocks BBC's reporting and has got over 10 million views. Meanwhile, the BBC stands by the story and has rejected what it describes as Chinese unfounded accusations. The China Global Television Network, or the CGTN, was launched in 2016 with its headquarters in Beijing and offices in places such as Nairobi, Washington, D.C. and London. The description on its website says that it provides global audiences with accurate and timely news coverage as well as rich audiovisual services, promoting communication and understanding between China and the world, and also enhancing cultural exchanges and mutual trust between China and other nations. Previously, Ofcom had ruled that the CGTN repeatedly had breached impartiality standards with its coverage of Hong Kong protests last year. The English-language satellite broadcaster has long faced criticism for parroting the Communist Party's line in its global broadcasts. In the United States, CGTN is one of the 7 Chinese media outlets that have been designated as state-sponsored actors, rather than as an independent media. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.